Hello everyone. Let me correct my sound volume. So everything's working well. Yeah, that will do. Hello everyone and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 21 Miami Grand Prix. Now, we've got a bit of a different session here in Miami tonight. Because we've got our first ever cross-play lobby in STB. What a great moment this is for the league. I want to thank everyone that has been involved in this, that has been able to put this event on tonight. It has been absolutely incredible. And I am very, very happy to now announce that we do accept PC and PlayStation drivers. You can see quite a few of them are in this lobby. And I can't wait to start this race. I'm just checking that everything's working on my end in terms of the stream and the connections and stuff, and just making sure everything's running well. So just give me a few moments. And it's working. There you go. Right. So Sem is out on the track, but I just want to introduce some of the new drivers who is actually on the lap right now. CDR Ant1. I want to say a big shout out to CDR Gaming, as he's made a big mistake in the final sector. But a big shout out to those guys over in Brazil. They've got an incredible roster of drivers, and I'm so looking forward to having CDR Antoine and CDR Menezes in the league, as well as having Kevin Denis as well, who goes P9. He is also back in the league, and I can't wait for him to be back with us here in STB. It's a great moment for us. Mafia as well as on lap. P6, I don't think he would have thought he'd be in P6, but a big driver that I want to talk about is LCR Ben 23. He's also back in the league, as Menat does a 26.4. He's also a quick driver in for this evening, and Sem, he's not going to be on a lap. Akosili's going to be on a lap as well. Let's keep an eye on LCR Ben then. Needs to try and find some time in this final sector. And he can't. He has invalidated his lap. It would have been 7 tenths up as well, so he would have been up there to get in the 26s. But Mena, great race, great qualifying from him. 26.4 for the Spaniard. So what Sam's going to do then? Is he going to get into the 26s? The 27.064. Ant is also down as well. You got Stefanko in P5 as well. Well, that's that then, guys. That's the qualifying for Miami, and as expected by me, Modesto Mena is up there. But I am a little bit. I don't really understand. I think Ant could have definitely got in the 26s. I think Sammy K could have definitely got in the 26s. Akos Silly's definitely got potential. So I think these drivers have been really caught out by the what's the word that I'm looking for? We'll get into it in the race, but it's just in qualifying. I like to make sure that the stream is working well. Get back on the pace. You know, it's all about the race pace as well. Yeah, the gap is 6 tenths. That's that's quite big. First is Matt P1 for him. Second is Akosili. Third is Semike. Fourth is CDR Ant1. Fifth is Stefanko. Sixth is Mafio. Seventh is Meza. Eighth is Tris. Ninth is Rev Caterpillar. 10th is Kevin. 11th is LCR Ben. But to be fair, Ben definitely is a driver that I was expecting to get a better qualifying here in Miami. Joey P12, Marcos P13, Ermine P14, Arja Sarah P15, Menendez P16, and Marek. I don't think he could get a lap in qualifying. He'll start at the back of the grid in P17. A dominant performance by Modesto Mena here in Miami. I was expecting the drivers would give him a bit more of a fight, but it looks it looks like that's not going to take place here in Miami, in Florida. But obviously, this is the first ever STB race here in Miami. The first ever race here at the Miami Autodrome. So we don't really know what to do in terms of strategy, in terms of how to manage the race. We've never had a Miami Grand Prix before. So the drivers are, I think they're looking forward to this race. And we're going to see what they can get up to in terms of their performance here. I'm just checking, sorry guys, that the stream is working for everyone. I get very apprehensive when it comes to that sort of thing. Do message in the chat what you're thinking about this race so far. Qualifying, very dominant display from Modesto Mena, a driver that I have been scouting for a very long time, believe it or not. A very long time. I was after this driver, and I don't think that the pack has brought the sauce, if you like. I don't think they've brought the sauce, the Xbox drivers tonight. But no, we are all racing as one now, and it is very emotional for me as STB Maddy, as owner of the league. Obviously, we've had 8 years now of STB, 8 years and 3 months, and to finally now be able to welcome a whole other world of drivers, and to have Stefanko returning, Kevin back in the league, Tris back in the league, it's a breath of fresh air, and I really can't wait for this race to unfold. I get a little bit scared. We might have some new viewers. I don't know though. I do get a little bit scared when we have to wait in the pit lane, but then I always remember that for Tier 1, they do take their time, and we're getting going now. They do take their time in terms of doing their strategy. I'm in Tier 3. I don't need to worry about strategy. Stick the mediums on, stick the fuel on, whatever. Make sure the tyre temperatures are sorted. 5 seconds, bam, we're out on the circuit. We're ready. We're starting the formation lap. I know some leagues on PC don't run the formation lap. I understand that is something, but here we've had no problems with the formation lap here on Xbox. So yeah, we've had no problems. So we don't need to not do the formation lap or whatever stuff like that. So anyway, guys, we're here then in Miami. Modesto Mena will lead the drivers here in Miami, and this track obviously is quite a special venue in terms of sorry guys. Okay. So what was I going to say? Akosili's just got messed off. Akosili, he said that he could only get 3 attempts out of that lap. So he's happy with Mena's performance there, and I think Akosili is going to be very, very looking forward to this race. But yes, as I said, this track is a very, very special venue. We're here at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it was a track in real life that I didn't actually think caused that much battles. Obviously, it had a lot of straights, it had a lot of DRS zones, it had a lot of action in some parts of the race, but I just don't think that the race in real life really surpassed anyone's expectations. So I really do hope that this race we can do somewhat of a decent showing for you guys watching at home and watching in your bedrooms and watching on your mobile phones. Do tell me in the comments who you think is going to win. I think there's only one driver, unless there's a massive collision or there's a massive sort of problem for Modesto Mena. I think he's on for the win here in Miami. But these drivers might be quicker in the race. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But this could well be a dominant display from the Spaniard as we begin our expansion to PC and PlayStation. It was always going to be a trial run in terms of getting these drivers in, but I'm just happy that the FVR driver has accepted the opportunity to race with us here today. And Sem, then the championship leader, will be really trying to cement his challenge in the championship, but he will have Akosili and Ant1 as well to contend with here in Miami. Here we go then. We are gearing up for the Miami Grand Prix. The first ever STB crossplay session. And I am very ready. But it looks like Menendez. I can't say his name. I'm sorry, guys. He's in his grid box now. And we are gearing up for the Crypto.com Miami Grand Prix. It's 3 lights, it's 4 lights, it's 5 lights on the gantry for the drivers here in Miami. And it's lights and away they go. Great start there from Mena. That's a great launch off the line from the Spaniard. And it's going to be a lot of concertina effect into turn 1. Actually goes into turn number 2. And that's a great start there from the Spaniard. He's only going to probably dominate this race in a bit. But we're going to find out a bit of commotion in the midfield. We've got Ermine trying to go around the outside of Joey as they come through this section of circuit, but it looks like the drivers have got through safely. No, they haven't. Yes, they have, because Ermine's going to try to go around the outside now of him. Rev Caterpillar's made a big mistake there. Marcos as well. And Arjun Samra has spun out of the Miami Grand Prix. That's a poor start from him there. I'm just keeping an eye on this gap at the front of the grid. Very big. So Akoseli's got a lot of work to do here, but we've got LCR F1 Ben then going to come through. And we've got Stefanko up the inside. Here we go. This could well be the first overtake. And Ant1 has had a very, very poor start here in Miami. Matthew's up to P4 and Kevin, season 19 STB Tier 1 champion, back in the league after his stint over to PC. He's back in the league now, and Ermine's got the Ferrari up the inside of Rev. And then, oh God, what's going on there? Oh, God. I've never seen that before. But Marcos standing on the back of Rev. I don't know why I was taking the back. It was very interesting. A lot of commotion on that first lap of the Miami Grand Prix. But Kevin is running a very decent race. And I think that's Ant1 has span or done something. There's been some sort of action going on. And I think that's Stefanko. He's made a big mistake there. Stefanko has made a big mistake. And there's going to be some action down into turn 1. We've got Rev Caterpillar on the inside of the Haas. He's going to get the move done, but Ant's going to try and come back on him. Remember, PC drivers have a slight advantage as they can go over the curbs as Ermine's into the wall there on the left-hand side. But Rev has got the move done. So Rev's up to P10 now. I don't think he would have thought he'd been P10 tonight. And I think that's Marek really struggling with that back end. Both South Americans, of course, Marek and Menendez. I can't say his name, guys. It's really bad. I think the thing is, Mena has got very good pace in Sector 1, but then Sector 2 and 3, I think Akoseli's advantage. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be a pretty decent race, I reckon, here in Miami, as Ben is catching these two. But Kevin, of course, is on those mediums, same with Maffeo. So that's also going to help them here in the Hard Rock Stadium. And we've now got Kevin back in the league. I love to see this. Kevin back where he belongs. And he's going to try and get the move done on the Alpha Tauri driver. I don't think he's got the pace at the moment, but he's definitely quick out. As Menat sets another fastest lap of the race. He's dominating proceedings here in Miami at the moment, but not as much as I expected. So, great job there from the FVR driver. Maffeo then, getting onto the back of Sem and Akoseli, but I think Sem has got more. I think Sem has actually got more pace than Akoseli at the moment in this part of the Grand Prix. And there's been a collision at the back of the grid. That's Marek. He's span. He's out of contention here in Miami. He's messed that up. And then we've got Stefanko versus Menendez. And then you've got Ermine as well, plonking himself up the inside. Don't do another Australia moment. Don't do another Australia moment. STB Tier 1. Don't do another Australia moment now. Where you make me have to commentate a whole battle because you're going side by side every corner. But I think Sem's getting the move done on Akoseli. This could well be absolutely incredible stuff. And now Sem is going to try and get himself onto Mena. It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question for Sem. It's not out of the question. Jerry's up the inside then. It's Tris versus Jerry. Tris on his return to the league, Tier 2, Season 19 champion. And he gets the move done. Look at that. He's up to P7 now, is Joey. But watch out for Kevin. Kevin's looking pretty decent. He's looking decent. See, that gap is falling. Here we go then. Arjun in the slipstream on the Mercedes. Oh, that's very close there, and it's going to be side by side. And Arjun has got the move done up into P15. Decent move, that. Okay, then. Yeah, Sem's been able to keep that gap, actually. He's on very similar ERS. I think Sem might be running very low wings compared to Modesto. So that could well help him down the straights and in that second sector as well. Yeah, look, he's closing, look. Well, I think it's that first sector as well, ladies and gentlemen. I think the first sector is really going to help Mena here, but then you've got sector 2 and 3. So I can't wait for that battle. Oh, it looks like Anti's struggling slightly. I don't really know what's happening with the harsh drive at the moment. He was someone that I was expecting to be really up there. He might have a bit of damage, I'm not sure, but I was expecting him to really be up there. And he's just not really up there at the moment, is he? So, P10 for the Brazilian. But look at the speed that Sem has at the moment over Mena. And there's his yellow, and that's Marek. Marek's made another big mistake. But yeah, Sem really now beating down hard on the Ferrari ahead of him. And I got these drivers in to try and beat Sem. Not for Sem to dominate again. Oh, God. I don't know what I need to do. Do I need to get Yano up here in the league now? For Sem not to win the season. Like, it's crazy. Great, insane pace from Sem right now. Insane pace. But Mena still leads the race, 1.1 seconds. That gap is coming down ever so slightly. Oh, let's see. Mafio and Kevin. So Kevin's kind of dropped off the back of Mafio. There's not much action here. There is action, but there's not as much as I thought there would be around this track. Quite similar to what I said in the intro, where I said, you know, I'm not really expecting much in terms of battles. But, I mean, it would be nice to have a few people, you know, battling side by side. All right, let's keep an eye on this front pack then. So Sem's going to now... Yeah, Sem's going to get the gap down. I think he will... I don't know, though, if he will be in the DRS come the back straight. Because now this next section is very technical. And the Ferrari can carry a lot more speed. Look, 5 tenths up, and Akosili's gone over the curb there. Mena had an incredible... I think Sem made a big mistake there. I think Sem made a big mistake through the chicane section. And if only he didn't make that mistake. And I think Kevin's now going for the move on Mafio. Yeah, Kevin's up to P4 now. And Mafio's just going to follow him through. Mafio's doing a great job in that Alpha Tauri at the moment. He is doing a great job. Absolute great job. Sector, here's a yellow. That's Arjun Samrat. He's coming into the pit lane. That could well be his race over and done with, but yeah, he's retired from the Grand Prix. Yeah, Arjun is out of the race. We'll see him in Imola. It's actually crazy. Mena's now been able to get that gap now up to 1.6 seconds. 1.5, I think, will be at the braking zone. So he has got some insane pace, and I think it's just because he's using very high wings compared to Semike here. So Sem just has to get back in it. He's got the pace. He has got the pace here in Miami. He's shown that, you know, even in the corners, he was getting that gap down. So he's just got to really just pump in those lap times and try and get on the back of him. But Mafio's trying to get past Kevin here, and he's got the move done. He's up in a P4. Mafio's running a great race tonight. Running a great race. I think that's Marek again. Yeah, he's making mistake after mistake here. He is making mistake after mistake. Right then, Ant's coming onto the back of Meza now. So let's see. I think Mena's in a rhythm now as well down at the front. I've noticed. Is that Has Porpoising? Look, he's going up, he's going bouncing, he's bouncing up and down, look. Bouncing up and down. Okay. There's some action going on here. We've got Ben, who's actually getting overtaken. What's going on here? So Ben is really struggling on those hard compound tyres. Side by side through the final corner. And Ben is back up to P6. Chris is on the back as well. Oh, we go. Ben up the inside here, side by side through the very technical first sector. Chris going to get back on the inside as well of this corner. I think Marek, that's him out again. And Ben has, yeah, they've all got low amounts of ERS here. And Ben now in that DRS. We go in the DRS on the Alfa Romeo. Going to pull to the inside line is Ben. But Joey's going to try to come back at him. And Ben's going to try and force him wide a little bit there. But Joey's got the move done around this section. Side by side through the stadium complex section. And Tris going to have to try and yield that position now. And now he's going to try and get him back on the exit. This corner's going to have the DRS. Both Alfa Aston Martins are right on their chuff now. Bang on the pace here in Miami. Good little decent race this, I must say. Very, very decent. Not what I was expecting. There's a yellow flag. That's Marek again. Yeah, he's having a lot of problems with that back end tonight. A lot of issues. A lot of problems. A lot of issues. Oh, that was a bit glitchy there. Right then, here we go then. So Sem now. Crazy. Mena's incredible in that first sector. Absolutely incredible. And I think that's Joey out. That's Joey. Yeah, he's had some sort of collision or some sort of mistake. And Joey now down to P13 in this race. And Ben has actually got 5.5 seconds now to catch. He's got a lot of time to catch now. And now Kevin is on the back of Maffio. I don't know when these drivers are going to think about boxing, but Kevin's running a very good race on his return to the league as Meza now has been overtaken by Triss, and Ant1's going to get involved as well. Also running on that PC. Maffio and Kevin. Would you look at that? Another move there from Kevin. I think they're just swapping positions left, right, centre here. Love to see it. And Ben then has caught a few attempts, but not too much time. This is a very, very weird race. This is nothing like it was in Australia. It has been a very clean race, I must say. For Miami, it has been quite a clean race. In terms of, there's not been too many collisions, you know, that have involved drivers just crashing into each other. Do you know what I mean? Alright then, so Marcos. There's a yellow flag. That's Joey again. So unfortunately, he was running a very decent race here in Miami. All right, Kevin then on the back. Going again for the move. Oh! Oh. Wow, there you go. I don't really know what to say about that. I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, I don't know if that was overspeed because of the DRS or some sort of glitch or something or lag, but yeah, Kevin has just completely taken Maffio clean out of the race. So I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. Very, very unfortunate for Maffio. But Meza now. Meza's coming onto the back of Ben. So this is very interesting stuff. Now Custody's picked up a penalty. So that gap now is looking around the 2.5 to 2.2 mark. It's not really dropping from that, really. Right, let's see if Meza's going to get the move done on Ben then. He's going to have the DRS down here. Ben's got no ERS. I feel really sorry for Maffio. Like, really sorry for him right now. Really feel for him. Everyone watching, tell me what you think about this race so far. It's quite a boring race, I'm not going to lie. It's quite a boring race as Kevin has left the session. So let me just see if we can get him back in. Give me one moment, guys. Give me one moment. Game invite sent. Okay then, back on the racing. It's a very calm race, I must say. I do really feel for Maffio at the moment. I definitely do feel for Maffio because he is running in such an incredible position. You know, he was up there in, you know, P3, P4. He was on for a great race. But yeah, I mean, that's an absolute disaster for him. So, Mena then. And that's Joey in the wall. That's Menezes as well. He's had quite a hard debut here tonight, I must say. And Ben's picked up another penalty. But to be fair, Sem is keeping him honest. Sem is keeping Modesto Mena honest here. Gap isn't really moving too much, but it's not, you know, Mena's not putting out that much of a gap. We've got Ermine and Tristan Pitts then. And they've both got damage. So Ermine's got damage as well. They're both going to go on a set of mediums. There's a yellow flag. That's Ben. Ben spots it. That's unfortunate there for him. And Maffio's really struggling to get that car turned in now. He's going to have Triss all over the back of him as well. So Joey still needs to pit, I think. Ben needs to box. Stefanko needs to box. Rev's in a pretty insane battle at the moment. Let's see then. Sam, first up of the race. Only 3 temps down. Only 3 temps. Kevin then. Kevin's in. So those tyres are absolutely destroyed. Let's see what he's going to do. Coming into pits them. Let's see if the PC stops are any different. Let's see if the PC pit stops are any different compared to those on Xbox. I don't think they're much different. He's going to a set of hard compound tyres then. Stefanko's in the pit lane. Set of mediums for him. Let's see where Stefanko is coming out. Yeah, that's an absolute disaster for Mafio. That is an absolute disaster for Mafio. Yeah. That is so... I actually really feel for him. Because he was running in a beautiful position. It was absolutely beautiful. It was supreme. Absolute supreme position. And now he finds himself in P12. And pumping in those laps. Oh, the Haas has gone very deep into that corner, and that's got the Alfa Romeo up the inside. That's Marcos up to P5 now, and Meza is going to get swamped, and Meza's in the pit lane. Ben's also in the pits. Set of mediums for him. Right, let's see where all these are going to be. So Ben's going to get those tyres onto his car, set of mediums for the Mercedes. I think Mafio's going to get him. Where's Meza in all of this? Meza and Mafio. Mafio's going around the first corner now. Yeah, that has completely destroyed Mafio's race, that collision. Absolutely destroyed it. And that's Ant, who's been overtaken by Marcos. And Mena's in the pit lane. Let's see if Sam's going to follow him. Sam's going to follow him in. Interesting stuff. Akosali's in pits as well. Sem's in them. Let's see. Is anyone going to carry on? I don't think anyone's really going to... Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to carry on and try and... And Menezes has spun as well, coming out the corner there in that twisty section. Right then, the gaps came down actually compared to Mena and Sem. So I think Mena's lost a bit of time in that pit lane. We've got the pit lane action going on now. Oh, and oh! Oh, the Williams going round the outside! That's DeFranco, and he gets the move done up into P5. Ant's got... Ant is also now on a fresh set of those mediums. And Marcos as well on a set of those mediums. Meza as well. You've got Caterpillar as well. They're all getting involved. They're all having a great race. Injected. That was a great bit of action there. Because there's not been much this race, I must say. But we could definitely be seeing some now. Stefanko, set of mediums for him. Kevin is on a set of hards. So this could really work into Stefanko's hands here. As there's a yellow flag. I think that's Marek. And Marcos is on the inside of Ant 1. And Ant has lost the position. P7 though, decent debut so far for him. As Benny's out, that could cause safety car. Safety car has been deployed, I think. Oh, it's virtual safety car. Something's happened to Ben in that final, in that sector of track. Safety car is out. Ben is out of the Grand Prix. Safety car has been deployed. And that has really helped Mafio here. That has really helped Mafio. That I thought got taken out through that corner there. So yes, Mafio then in the pit lane. It is going to be a set of softs for him. Interesting. I don't know if they're going to go... I don't know if they go to the end, to be completely honest with you, here in Miami, but... There's only one way to find out. I can't say this guy's name. Isaac, his name is. Isaac. We'll call him Isaac, guys. He's going to carry on. Set of mediums for him. And you got Joey in the pits as well. Set of softs. Here we go then. We are gearing up for the restart of the Miami Grand Prix. Do tell me in the comments, guys, who you think, who's been your driver of the day here in Miami. I mean, it's definitely been a great race up to now. It has actually. It's actually been an incredible race. I'm not going to lie. It's been decent. It's actually been very clean as well in terms of actual collisions. I mean, I'm not too sure about Kevin and Mafio. But it's been decent. Has been decent. Especially for a Miami race. So I'm pleasantly surprised with that. But Mafio's really going to be on the pace in this next part of the Grand Prix. He's going to be on those fresh sets of soft compound tyres. He's going to really try and get the pace onto these drivers. And I think points are still on the cards for him if he can just keep it on the track and really use those soft compound tyres to his advantage on the restart. I do feel for him though, because he could have been up there. He could have been up there with Kevin, and also Kevin also has lagged out of this race as well. So Mafia could well have been in a net P4 here. He could have been in P4. He could have been running in a good P4 position. So you know, it's very much what could have been for the Alpha Tauri. But, yeah, so Modesto Mena leads the race. I've been pleasantly surprised by Sem's pace. I honestly thought, I was predicting in my mind before this race, I know that Modesto Meza is an incredible challenger on PC. He's one of the quickest guys in VR. You know, he's one of those. He did challenges last season, so this is a great opportunity for STB to have him in here today. But do you know what? Sem has done very well, I must say. Sem's done very well. To you know, Mena hasn't dominated. You know, like the Max Verstappen from yesterday. He hasn't been leading by 16 seconds. You know, he's not. Sem's been able to keep with him somewhat. So I'm pleasantly surprised by Sem. Akosili was a bit apprehensive before this race as well. Was Marcos struggling there? But Akosili, do you know what? He's had a great race as well. As Marek has retired. Don't know why he's actually retired from the race. I'm not going to lie to you. There is safety car conditions. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by Akosili as well. He's been running in a very solid P3 at the moment. Kevin P4. And there's some action going on here. There is somewhat of a glitch where... Oh, you can't go side by side, Stefanko. Or was he trying to get the position back? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, it's very much... I think they're trying to just get the positions back off one another. I think that's what's taking place here in Miami. It's been a bit of confusion on the safety car. But there is some sort of glitch where it says that you're not following the delta, but you are. When you've got to literally stop to a halt. So that is something they need to sort out pronto. But to be fair, it's been a very good race so far. And Modesto Mena has definitely, I'm sure he's enjoyed his time at the front of the grid. Front of the grid here in Miami. Okay then, I think the safety car's me in next lap. Yeah, I don't really like commentating over safety cars, guys. It's very boring. Yeah, we don't get much action going on, as that's Ermine and Stefanko both in the pit lane. So I think they might be going on to a set of softs. Yeah, set of softs for those guys. And Maffio's now up to P9 on a set of softs. This could well be very interesting stuff. Joey's back in as well now. Going to put on a fresh set of those softs as well. I'm really intrigued to see what's going to happen at the back end of this race, guys. Tell me, what do you think of this race so far? It's been a very decent first ever cross-play session. I must say, we've had some great battles. We've had some great moments. Not so great moments for Matt, unfortunately. But, yeah, as Joey has retired from the session, apparently. I don't know what's happened there. He could have easily caught up. He could have easily caught up. Maybe he thought he couldn't, but that's unfortunate for him. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. Those of you watching, if you are regular viewers of the STB Racing League Tier 1, you know I really don't like safety cars, so I've got nothing to say during safety car. But safety car is in this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Do tell me in the comments, share the stream. Let's see who is going to be your podium sitters. We've got Ermine, Stefanko. We have got Tris and Maffio. Those four are on soft compound tyres. They're going to have the grip, they're going to have the pace, they're going to have the advantage on those fresher tyres as well, and those softs are going to be running very well here in Miami. So we're going to find out very soon. We're going to see what Sem is going to be able to do on this restart as well. And it's going to be go, go, go very soon as Modesto is really trying to warm those tyres. And Sem span on the exit of that corner. Very cold tyres for him, and now he's going to have to defend from Akos City. He's going to go very defensive to the inside line, and Akos City's now going to go up his inside. He's going to be free wide into turn 1. Sem City been spun out, and Kevin Dinez is up the inside, and Kevin Sem has had a disastrous restart to the Miami Grand Prix. Sem's now going to have to get back past these drivers as they come through now into the first section of the circuit, and Sem's up the inside now of the McLaren. You got Akos City 4th, Marcos 5th. Mafio's going to have a lot of grip as well in these. He's going to be very excited. He's going to pull up the inside of the Ferrari, and he span. He span, and he is retired from the Grand Prix. He's out of the Grand Prix. He's out of the session, and that is that. There you go. Very unfortunate there, as Akos City's up the inside of Marcos. This is getting very, very close for comfort as Akos City's going up the inside there. Very dangerous to do that, actually. Yeah, and it just was. It's not been the races and to span in the final sector. Oh, no. So I don't actually know what happened on that restart. But it has been absolute carnage on that restart. Sem lost the back end of the car. And that really, really put him on the back foot here. Really put him on the back foot. And Sem's now going to try and get past Kevin. Yeah, I feel for Matt here. I really do. I feel for Matt as there's a migrating host again. That's Ant has left the session. Ant is out. Let's try and get him back in. Hold on one moment, please, guys. Where do I go to? Sorry, invites and requests. Ant1. Invite for Sem. Right then, so Sem has actually now been overtaken back by Kevin. So I think Mena has definitely now got the win here in Miami. And it could well be a dominant one at that. Because Sem really, really fucked it on that restart. Let me just say, he really, really badly fucked it. On the restart there, but I think it was mainly because Mena was trying to try and warp those tyres. It just didn't really work for Sem, and Mena really on the pace now. And Sem has lagged out. STB Semike has lagged out the session. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Try and get him back in. Can Sem join back now? I think we've got Caterpillar as well now trying to get onto him. Sem needs to join this lobby back as quickly as possible because he's losing time here in Miami. He's losing a lot of positions. Many positions here in Miami he's losing. Right, we've got Tris now trying to go around the outside of Rev. That's not going to work out for him. And Marcos is up into P3 now. Here we go. Look at this. And Mena has just left them all for chips. Look at that. Absolute domination there from Mena. Oh, that was a bit. Oh, is Akos going to get him back on? No. No, is Sem back in here? I don't think Sem's back in the lobby, guys. And Tris has Span. Ermine Span as well. That is an absolute disaster for them two. Just when I was saying that this was a lovely, clean race, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, guys. Absolute disaster. And Sam is back in the lobby. He's going to be very, very angry at what he's seen in this race. Down at P8. It is an absolute disaster for the Red Bull. I think that's Triss out as well. And Marcos has got the move done. That's Akosili. Sorry, no, that's Stefanko, sorry. Stefanko. What am I talking about? Akosili. Right, let's see. Send back in. It's going to be hard for him to pick up any sort of positions now. He's going to be absolutely fuming. He's going to be absolutely livid. I would be if I was Sem, to be fair. You know, running in P2 for the whole race, catching one of the quickest guys. And then just losing it all because of lag. He's really going to have to push hard now. Really going to have to push hard. He's going to have all these in a DRS train as well now, and Triss is out of the race as well. He's going to have all these in a DRS train, and now you've got the McLaren of Akosili going running out, and that's Akosili out of the Grand Prix! He's collided with a Ferrari! Of Rev Caterpillar there down the straight. That is an absolute disaster for him. Oh no, Akosili all the way down in P. Oh, there's contact. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, and Akosili span again. I don't know what happened through that section. You've got to be very, very careful in that section of circuit. You have to be careful in that section. You have to be careful. Now, Ant is going to get on the back. And we see our team. Great little battle here. Marcos and Kevin. Love to see this. And I'm sure Menat is loving it as well. Look at this. Akosili has retired from the Grand Prix. And now Ermine is going to get himself past Antoine. And also past... No, he hasn't got past the Mercedes just yet. We get that down the straight. Ermine in the slipstream. DRS is enabled. Gonna fly past. Oh, but the Mercedes is back up the inside. I think. And Ermine's going to go on, and I think this will only be P8 in this race for him. As Marcos is battling with Kevin now. Kevin on for P2 in this race. If only the collision didn't happen with Mafia. Got Marcos in the slipstream of Kevin here. To go on to the final lap of the Miami Grand Prix, as it has been an incredible performance by Modesto Mena. But to be honest, he's only winning by 13 seconds due to the massive amounts of contact and collisions and action that there's been behind him. It's been a crazy race. It's been a crazy race here in Miami. Right, then let's see. Who is going to get the podium places? Is it going to be Kevin? Is it going to be Marcos? Is it going to be Stefanko? Kevin's got no ERS. They've all got no ERS. Stefanko is high on that ERS compared to the others. Oh, and the Williams has gone deep. Stefanko has messed that up completely. And Marcos now is going to try and go in the slipstream of Kevin, but it's going to be too late. But Modesto Mena, what a dominant performance that is from the Spaniard. He wins. He wins the Miami Grand Prix live from the Hard Rock Stadium. Second is Kevin. Third is Marcos. Fourth will be Meza. Fifth will be Semike. Sixth will be Stefanko. Seventh, Rev Caterpillar. Eighth, Ermine in the end. And Ant1 is going to come around. He's going to finish in P9 on his debut. And then you've got Menezes. Menezes will be P10 in the Mercedes. That is your STB Racing League Season 21 Miami Grand Prix. And it was a pretty decent one. Well, it weren't decent. It was okay. It weren't. Yeah, I really feel for Matthew. Matthew had a great chance and some good points, and it really fell away from him here. That is that then. Modesto Mena is your race winner here in Miami. P1 is Modesto Mena. Second is Kevin. Third is Marcos. Fourth, Meza. Fifth, STB Semike. Sixth, Stefanko. Seventh, Rev Caterpillar. Eighth, Ermine. Ninth, Ant1. 10th, Menezes. 11th, Akosili. Tris, Mafio, Joey, Marik, Ben, and Arjun Samra were all your non-finishers here in Miami. That is then your Miami Grand Prix. I did do a bit of commentator curse. I did say that it was one of the more cleaner races, and then when the second safety car, it really messed everyone up. But what a very enjoyable race that was here in Miami. Do join us tomorrow for Tier 2. Me and Mafia will be bringing you coverage for Tier 2 Miami. Wednesday will be Tier 3 Miami, and you can join us next week for the Season 21 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. So do decide what you want to do and join us for whatever race you want to watch. We'll see you next week at Imola.